I don't know where I want to start. I think I'm going to start with the new guys. I'm going to start with the birds and the Reggies and Slowking. Uh, for anyone who doesn't know, I've been making a small series. Of course, it's inspired by Shofu. My Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's so hard to talk about this today. I was so excited to just be getting old Pokemon, to be getting the fucking game back to where it was, and then I totally forgot. I totally forgot. They invented Dynamax. So I went on. I can't. I go. I play mostly on Pokemon Showdown. I play exclusively on Pokemon Showdown now since I returned my sword for a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I can't even enjoy Ubers. I'm not going to be talking about the fused Pokemon. Spoilers, by the way, for anyone who doesn't want to be spoiled by any of the fucking Pokemon. Spoilers. I'm not covering the fused Pokemon because I'm not going to be using them because they're exclusively in Ubers, and Ubers is not fun. Why? Because it's got Dynamax. Random battle. I wanted to just enjoy myself. Be like, I don't feel like making a team. I don't feel like seeing every single move that everything got. Swampert got flip turn. I didn't know that. I got fucked by it. I was like, oh, I got this thing in here. Nope, it's got momentum. I didn't feel like making shit today. I just wanted to play. And I forgot I can't play random battles because Dynamax is around. And it's not fun. So I tried making a team. And I tried having fun. And then I started making teams. And I don't know. They don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. They really don't. So when this first came out, they said they limited the Pokemon coming in because they wanted to give new Pokemon a chance to shine and to balance the metagame. Okay, so what Pokemon did they leave out? Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, especially with heavy duty boots coming out. Those guys, 3 attack Roost Zapdos, whether it's pressure or static, depending on what you need, Rocky Helmet static or pressure leftovers. Even if you're not running the heavy duty boots, which you probably will be for something like Moltres and Articuno, that's great. That's great. They're finally back. And then we got the fucking Galarian forms of them. And they don't have Roost. They don't have Roost. I want to show you everything that gets Roost. Buzzwole gets Roost. He's not a flying type. Hydreigon gets Roost. Mew gets everything. Volcarona. It's got wings. Tapu Koko gets Roost. But fucking Zapdos doesn't. Not this one. Galarian. Vikavolt. Who is it? Blunder was making fun of Drampa today. Vikavolt. Vikavolt gets Roost. And I don't have a problem giving Roost to Vikavolt. It's recovery, sure. Why the fuck doesn't any of these have it? You know what they did do though? They gave Articuno fucking recover. Because all psychic types get it. Okay. Then why didn't the other two get recover? If the whole problem with Roost is it takes away flying type, which is an immunity to things, if that's the whole thing, you can play around Roost, and Roost has a downside. It takes away this flying type. Then give them recover. Why don't they all have recover? Why does only Articuno have it? It's so stupid. It's like just give them Roost. Don't fucking think about it. Give it Roost. It's not a broken Pokemon. It's psychic flying. Look at its stats. It's a psychic flying type. Look at their stats. Zapdos is the only one that's speed 100. Regieleki destroys all of them, regardless. I don't care that Moltres Galarian has 125. One fucking Volt Switch, and a Thunder Cage, or Thunderbolt. I think that's really the only moves that it gets. Like who is this? What is this? This is what needed to be balanced? You gave Defiant to a legendary Pokemon. You gave Defiant to a Pokemon that really doesn't have any different stats. They're just switched around from its normal version. And if you gave that special attacking Defiant, which it'd be competitive. Oh wait, that's what you have. It's like you want to balance the metagame, but then you gave this thing Defiant and a move that 100% lowers defense. With 16 PP, not 8, 16? Dude, Eerie Spell has 8 PP because it removes 3 PP from the opponent's last move. It has an immunity, the same as this. It's like, why? Why did Slowking get the fucking shit end of the stick, but Zapdos is good? Like, and then it doesn't get, oh, well, because this gets Regenerator and this doesn't. Then why does this get Recover? Why did you give this Recover at all? Why did you give it any recovery? Why didn't you just give all 3 of them Rest and Sleep Talk and just left it at that? Why'd you pick favorites with this thing? So dumb. It's so, like, I don't understand it. Galarian Soul, like this Eerie spell, it should have removed 2 PP and it should have had 16 PP in its own. Why it has 8? Are people really going to use this? Maybe. But Expanding Force has double the PP, the same attack, and it's 1.5 times power on Psychic Terrain that it already gets a boost from, and it hits multiple foes. But it's 16? Why isn't Expanding Force 8? I thought you guys wanted to balance the metagame. Oh, God. Balance the metagame. By the way, balance the metagame. I want to talk about something today. You want to know what made me rage quit? This thing. Choice Scarfed this thing. Regidrago. Choice Scarfed. 120 base speed is what it has with a Choice Scarf. Let's go. Let's look at all of the Pokemon that are 120 base speed and higher. Oh shit! It's at a speed tie with Dugtrio, Inteleon, Sceptile, and Alakazam, and all of these things are faster. Everything here is slower, and everything that you've seen up until now is still above base 80 speed. So Choice Scarf for this thing, that'd be fine. You know, it's like a Choice Scarf Water Spout from Kyogre, but Kyogre's Ubers because it sets up the rain, which makes the attack more powerful. Oh wait, that's right. This thing has the ability where its attacking stat is multiplied by 1.5 using a Dragon-type attack. Dragon's Maw. So you mean adaptability? This thing, Transistor. You mean adaptability? God, there's so many. I can make 6 videos off of this. I could talk about them not giving the right movesets and screwing over Pokemon because they think it balances the meta. Balances the meta. Balances the fucking meta. Dude, I got 2 hit with a Toxapex from Melmetal. Choice Band and Melmetal 2 hit me with fucking double Iron Bash. Was I HP and defensively invested? No, it was especially defensive fucking Toxapex. And it 2 hit me. Maybe it got a crit. I skipped turns. It fucking 2 hit me. And it's got a, what is it, a 40% flinch rate? Or 30-something percent because it's a double 20%. What are these abilities? Like Dragon's Maw, Transistor. Like just, why are you making up new names? Just give it adaptability. Why does it have to be new? Just give it adaptability. It's adaptability in the end. Guerrilla Tactics. If I see another fucking ability and it's given the same thing that Guerrilla Tactics is, it's just called something else because it's not a gorilla, so what? Like why? Why does Pokemon do this? This is so redundant. Libero, Protean. Why wasn't it just called Color Change from the beginning? You gave a fucking name to it in the 3rd generation. Why did you switch it in the 6th? Oh God, so things I wanted to bitch about. Because I'm sure that's what you guys are here for. I wanted to bitch about no Roost. And why this thing got Recover, but these 2 didn't. Because yeah, sure, why not? Because there's no reason why a dark flying Pokemon with Berserk should be able to do Roost, but fucking Drampa can Roost. Okay. Slowking Glare. I already talked about Eerie Spell. That's the only thing. Other than that, this thing's going to be cool to use. Regidrago. This move is stupid. This move is stupid. I don't know any other way to say it. It's stupid. And what would have really helped when I was coming across this thing choice scarfed all over the fucking ladder. You know what would have really, really helped there? A Pokemon called Florges. Let me show you guys. For all of you who are only Sword and Shield people, oh yeah, it's illegal. I'll tell you why it's illegal. Because it's not in the fucking game. Why? Look at this thing. 154 special defense, and it is immune to Dragon. Why? Why isn't this in the game? What's the problem with having this in the game? Why didn't you just put this as one of the Pokemon? This is a hard counter to Regidrago. It keeps it in check. Otherwise, this thing could just click Dragon Energy, Choice Scarfed on fucking everything. Let me go to I had open them because I had to check on something on this guy Spectier. Damage calculator. Is Regidrago here? Is that its name, right? Regidrago? Okay, so Regidrago is not here. So, we're going to do Regigigas. Going to give it 100 special attack. We're going to give it Water Spout. And again, when it uses its stab, it's 1.5. So we got to give it actually +2 because it's not. Or actually, you know what? I'll just make this. Make them Dragon. Water Spout Dragon. So here we go. Actually, you know what? I won't even give him +1. I'll just give him adaptability. Where's the slow start? Adaptability. Because that's what the move is fucking called. Toxapex. Look at this. Look at this. Now, for those who don't know what Toxapex is a Pokemon that is defensive across the fucking board. It's like Ferrothorn. It's a pain in the ass for everyone. It's Chansey with Eviolite. Now, Pokemon makes this thing that is a problem. They put it in the first wave of Pokemon that came in here in the base game because, again, they wanted to balance things. They put that fucking Pokemon in there. Instead of having like the mindset of being like, you know what? Didn't we adjust Aegislash because Aegislash has been consistently too fucking powerful? So why don't we just lower both of its defenses by 10? Why not? Just lower both of its defenses by 10. You're not going to have Pursuit, which was a big thing to take care of Toxapex when it was at the end of its lifespan, especially with something like a Crocodile. Why not? What do? They make these Pokemon that are so bulky, it does nothing but promote stall. Besides the bullshit that they do with their timers and the way Pokemon is with PP and everything. Besides that, 200, 300 turn fucking battles. This is stupid shit. Besides all of that stuff, they make this Pokemon that's so bulky, they're just like, hey, you know what? How do we deal with it? Let's not find counters to it, like Ferrothorn. Why is Ferrothorn balanced, but Toxapex isn't? It's got 4 times weakness to fire. So if you're using Mystical Fire on anything, Toxapex has taken some big fucking damage. HP Fire kept it in check with everything that had it. Magnezone destroyed it because it would Magnet Pull, trap it, and then HP Fire. That's adjusting Pokemon to make them be able to deal with other Pokemon. That's adjusting the metagame, truly. What did Pokemon do here? Oh, Toxapex is too powerful. Blissey, Chansey, Ferrothorn, these are all our big stall Pokemon. They're all pretty powerful and a pain in the ass to do. You know what? Let's make Pokemon that are just so fucking strong, they can just erase them. You know, because that's what you want Pokemon to be, right? Only hyper offense. While there's still hacks and other types of RNG bullshit that just, I don't understand I don't understand some of the stuff that's still in here. Let's make a Pokemon so strong that it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's Fairy's immune to it? It doesn't really matter. Florges isn't here. Fuck is that? Oh, this no, this is gonna invite in Clef. I know is whatever I was gonna say. This thing's gonna invite in Clef. Other than the rest of its move pool is kind of trash. It gets Explosion. Okay. Now it's not terribly strong, but it's 100 base attack. It's 200 base defense. Its defenses suck. It's gonna get blown the fuck back. It's also faster than Clefable. So if you Explosion on it and it doesn't, or you properly time the right Dragon Dance. If you have Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Explosion, and whatever the hell else you want to have, say Protect with leftovers, and they think that you're gonna be using that Dragon Energy. Say Dragon Energy is your other one, just because. And it's 100% accuracy. It's 100% accuracy. People are like, oh, you have to run Choice Card. Put this thing on a Trick Room set. Have this thing. What about things that are just naturally slower than it? Everything that's naturally slower than this is just food. Food. No thought, no nothing. Just, it's food for the Pokemon. Because why the fuck not? Instead of like actually balancing the Pokemon, let's just throw in other stupid shit. Just because. That's totally fair. Regieleki. My God. The problem that I thought Zeraora was going to have is exactly the problem this thing has. And Zeraora doesn't have that problem. This thing can't touch ground Pokemon. This thing can't touch Landorus. Ancient Power. You need to run Ancient Power on something that has a base 100 special attack. Base 100. Like a Landorus. I can't touch it. They can't even give this thing U-turn. They give you Volt Switch only. It's like, dude, I don't need fucking Volt Switch on this thing. I have Thunder Cage, I have Thunderbolt. Dude, I need fucking U-turn to get the hell out of there. And the problem with Regieleki is also the problem with this Ghost Pokemon. The movesets. It's the same thing with the Roost on the birds. The movesets are so bad. Look at this thing. These are its most powerful fucking moves. Isn't it down here? Oh my God, it actually doesn't have it. I thought that it actually had it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I thought that, I'm sorry, I actually thought that this thing had, I thought this thing had Extrasensory. I didn't know it had Psycho Cut. It's Extrasensory. It has Psycho Cut. And Stomping Tantrum. It doesn't have Scorching Sands. Doesn't it have Mudshot? It has Mudshot. It gets Bulldoze. It gets Stomping Tantrum. It gets Crunch. Its base attack is 65. Look at this thing's stats. You really want to run Stomping Tantrum on a Ghost Pokemon with these stats? If we don't have Hyper Beam, this is the next most powerful, like, normal move round. Oh, technically it's Uproar. Technically it's Uproar. So what? Calm Mind 3 attack? They couldn't give this thing Psyshock. Because Psyshock would make Psyshock would make this broken. This. This would be broken with Psyshock. Really? Like, this thing can 1v1 this. Like, an Adamant Choice Band with Icicle Spear? This thing has 60 defense. Like, what is the point of making this Pokemon if you're going to make it trash? What's the point of making this Pokemon? This one, Glacier, whatever this is the only real decent new Pokemon. I know the Galarian birds are new. Their form changes, right? Even Slowking. But the two new Reggies, Calyrex, and these two. This is the only actual one that has some like real balance and thought into it. This these stats on an ice Pokemon were really worrisome. I looked at that speed and went, damn, why can't that speed special attack be different? Then I played and I was like, oh, now I know why, because base 100 HP on 130 defense, 110 special defense. This thing with Assault Vest lives 2 Draco Meteors from Naganadel. 2. Fully HP invested and Assault Vest on. I think I had some special defense. I have to check my phone. This is the only decent Pokemon. This is the only one they thought of. And then look at this thing's move pool. Like, look at the two of these things and which one really got love, which one didn't. Most of this thing's attacks are physical. Lash Out, Foul Play, Facade. Facade, it's an ice Pokemon that's physical. Makes sense. What does this thing need Facade for? Why couldn't this get Hyper Voice? Why couldn't it get Flamethrower? It got Will-O-Wisp. Big fucking deal. Because it couldn't get like, you couldn't give it Thunder Wave? You couldn't give it Toxic? Why not just make this thing a Hexer? Be like, hey, put it with some sort of status ailment and fucking run Hex and get a stab on a 130 base attack. And I played this thing earlier. This thing did nothing to me. People kept quitting. Because I just put Eerie Impulse on Regieleki, and this thing was useless. It was just fast. The abilities, too. Like this one. This one's fucking Moxie. This one. Grimnai. Fucking Special Moxie. Find another name for it and just use that consistently. Why do you... Like, they spend so much time with, like, the most mediocre, stupid-ass shit. Why do you need to come up with a new name and reword this in a certain way that's the same exact thing as fucking Moxie? Same thing with the Reggies. Why weren't they just adaptability? Like, the amount of effort it goes to make that, oh, the ability matches the exact Pokemon. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Is the fucking Pokemon good? No. I mean, this one is. This is not. This, like, come on. This is a real Pokemon? Are you kidding me? Look at this. Heatran. They give it Scorching Sands. Scorching Sands. They give it a 30% chance to burn a target. 16 PP. Ground move. Fucking 70 base power, and this thing has 130 special attack. But this thing couldn't get Psychic, at least? Let alone Psyshock? Right? Couldn't get Mystical Fire instead of just Flamethrower? Are you serious? This thing is useless. This thing is stupid. Calyrex. Why does this need to be a grass Pokemon? Besides the fact that this just sucks right here. Like, this is going to be a doubles Pokemon. This is going to be a doubles Pokemon. Maybe. Because Galarian Moltres is really good for doubles. Why couldn't this just be Psychic? Why did it need to be U-turn fodder? You just gave us Zarude. You just gave us another Pokemon that fucking sucks and dies to U-turn. Why did you make this? And they're going to have, then they have 2 fusion ones where it's like, both of those are better than all 3 of these. This is the only one out of these 3 that's actually decent. Calyrex, U-turn fodder. It's in a speed tier with Regidraco. You think that this thing is living a fucking Regidraco? Look at this. Look at that. It's in the same speed tier as something like that, let alone Choice Scarf. So if that thing is specs, come on. Like, with no special attack investment. let alone specs, which OHKOs 100%. This is the damage. Not even modest. Let's fucking make it modest. Look at this. This has a chance to OHKO a Pokemon with 100 HP and 80 special defense. No resistance to it. Completely OHKO just because it's in the same speed tier. Like what? Like what? Why don't you just give this thing 81 speed? Make it Psychic Ice. Make this grass. I wanted to have fun playing Pokemon Showdown. I had a really just mediocre day. Kind of shit. I just wanted to have fun, play some Pokemon. And I ended up going on the ladder and being like, oh wait, I can't use the new Pokemon besides maybe Zapdos and this thing. Because everything else really kind of sucks. And even Zapdos. I switched to fucking regular Zapdos. Put Hawlucha on. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the lack of recovery. God damn. They make like the stupidest fucking decisions. Why did this need to get Scorching Sands? Why does this have Eruption? This has a stab, 150 base power, 100% accurate move. And this thing couldn't be given Psychic. They couldn't take the time out of their motherfucking day to give this thing a decent move. At the very least, this should have gotten 100 base power, 16 PP, 100 accuracy Shadow. Fucking Ghost move. This thing should have gotten 100 base power, Ice move. 100 accuracy, even if it's only 8 PP. This thing should have just been remade and never released. And then with the fusions with Calyrex with the other two, the fusion is stupid. The fusion's stupid. It's exactly like Zacian. Like, Zacian's dumb. It gets revenge swept by Ditto. 100%. And it can't knock itself out. Zacian cannot knock itself out. Not Uber. No. Not that one. Look at this. Look at that. It can't even knock itself out. It gets revenge swept by Ditto. You know what I did when I went on Ubers? I just made some bullshit team trying out new stuff and I put on a Ditto. And guess what? I swept 3 fucking matches. And I just wasted my Dynamax. It's like, fuck it, whatever. Just because Ditto, it's like we're right back to square one. They released a stupid hyper offense, fucking dumb Pokemon because they couldn't think of something really good. And we're still paying for Dynamax. It's so dumb. I don't get it. I don't know why they do shit like this. I don't get it. Like, as a new player, if I were going to actually try to get into competitive now and I wasn't a competitive player, I would look at this and I'd look at the things they did and be like, this sucks. And I'd go back and play meta. I play Gen 7 random battles. I don't play random battles of Gen 8 anymore. I do when I just want to have a stupid time, when I just don't care and I just feel like playing Pokemon and I don't want to wait in a lobby for 5 to 10 minutes. God. Stupid things. Like Dragon Energy should have been... I don't even think this thing should have existed. Like, Water Spout and Eruption are dumb. They're dumb. And this thing with 200 HP... Like, you know... If you're getting chipped, you're not doing, like... Oh, does this go down to 130 base attack? Like, there's a reason why Draco Meteor has a 90 accuracy. Because it's a fucking dumb move. There's a reason it also lowers your special attack 2 stages. This does none of that. Like there's a reason why Typhlosion's dumb when it's I love Typhlosion. There's a reason Typhlosion's stupid and it's a shit Pokemon because of Eruption. Instead of just balancing the metagame, instead of just giving us Landorus from the beginning, right? And now we have a metagame. We literally have a metagame where look at the fucking Pokemon that are in here. Blacephalon, Blaziken. We just have to wait. Sure, it'll get quick banned by Smogon, but like we just have to wait. Dragonite's in here. Genesect, Heatran, Lander, not just Landorus Therian, Landorus I. This thing, 2 hits of a Ferrothorn can't switch into it. I've been playing people, I guess, who haven't been playing Pokemon, because I've been playing against Ferrothorns and using Landorus, and people were just hard swapping into fucking everything. They were swapping in a Landorus. Someone swapped into a Toxapex. I was like, what did they think I was going for? Rock Polish? Not going to dealt Pheromosa. And if you want to know other stupid Pokemon, like Regieleki with Rillaboom is dumb. If it got U-turn, I could see it could probably be a little more broken, but it can't do really anything on its own. This thing is frail. It's electric. So it's really like not a... It's going to get hit by so much shit. It's going to get hit hard by most of the meta. Flying type's not a prevalent offensive type here, except for dual wing beat. Oh, and Regieleki. Yeah, I was up against Defiant Zapdos, and a +2 Brave Bird OHKO'd me. Yeah, think about that. OHKO from a Brave Bird that's resisted. OHKO'd. And that person should have gone for Thunderous Kick. And I really did make the bad play. They happened to go for Brave Bird, and I was like, yes! And then it just OHKO'd. The Tapus, you know, but then, like, this thing can't have, you know, they do the dumbest, like, most asinine fucking choices. Like, this thing can't have, what is it called? Rising Voltage. You know, wasn't it Lele also didn't get Expanding Force? Yeah, Lele didn't get Expanding Force. Like, why? Magearna's back too. Like, Lele would have been busted. Absolutely. And then you have something like Moltres, where this thing's going to be running specs. And you have something like Mandibuzz that could take it. Mandibuzz can take a fucking Moonblast and do something with it. The right Lele, not a specs Lele, I don't think. Moltres has got 125 special defense. Even if it gets hit with a fucking... And it's got Berserk. So it's going to set off the Berserk, get hit with a +1 neutral attack against... with fucking something. You know, they don't care. They really don't care. I really don't understand people that are like, that will support Game Freak and Pokemon Company and sing their fucking praises. Like, they obviously don't care. They care about doubles, actually. I'm wrong. They care about doubles. They give some resemblance of a shit for doubles. Because Calyrex isn't bad for doubles. I've seen some of its stuff that it has. Who else was it? Moltres. Galarian Moltres is really good for doubles. Regieleki is not actually bad for doubles. Regidrago is really good for doubles because it fucking hits, and that's. God, I'm gonna keep going on and on about Regidrago. Like, Dragon energy hits foes. Why? Why does it need to hit foes? Why does it need to hit this? It's okay for this to hit multiple fucking things out there, and this thing still can't get a psychic move or dazzling gleam. It still is walled by a Ferrothorn, right? Kinda. It's so stupid. I'm so tired of them. I'm so tired that every single decision they've made with Pokemon Sword and Shield, there are things that are great. There are things that are great. I can't wait to do a real retrospective on Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now that this is all out, maybe I can borrow my little brother's. I bought him the expansion pass because he likes Pokemon. I can borrow his and try it out. Because I played the base game and I got rid of that shit real quick. There's so many good things about Pokemon. So many good things about Pokemon. And then there's Pokemon Company and Gamefreak that are constantly fucking it up. Constantly. God, they obviously don't give a shit about balance. They don't give a shit about the metagame. They don't give a shit about the competitive scene at all unless it's VGC. They really don't care. Fucking assholes.